Tell you, sorry, little man, for me this long I don't know a Kapella Don. No, it don't.
I will fear no evil. Man, I like people coming to you, fuck up the place, we can't help it. Big body men, stop them envy.
Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, please. Yes, another one. Listener, like DJ Khaled, another one. Right now, the people that must say that dancehall, being a dancehall artist is probably one of the most dangerous jobs out there. And I'm seeing a pattern of dancehall replicating or imitating hip-hop, because there's a popular hip-hop artist, Jim Jones, who said about a year ago that being a rapper is one of, if not the most, actually he said it's the most dangerous profession. And I have a theory. And that theory applies to dancehall music as well as it applies to rap music as well. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Alright, so the dancehall music fraternity then has lost another rising, shining star. I've taken the time to go through all his stuff that he has posted on social media. Mind you, I am not a hypocrite, so if I don't know the artist, I will simply say I don't know the artist or I never heard of him before his death, which is the case in this instance right here. Sadly, but truly, Jamaica has a lot of artists. Almost every man now is a DJ or an aspiring DJ or a producer or aspiring producer. And how can you blame them? You know, it's a way out. And not only is it a way out, they've seen people build a substantial life out of this music and entertainment thing without having to take up violence and go another route. And especially when you're not cut out for the school thing and your parents can't afford it and you're born into social, certain socio-economical levels, then it's a promising path for one who is talented enough. And so it was for this artist called Kapella Don. Shout out to Urban Islands for this one. Rising dancehall artist Kapella Don was shot and killed in St. James. At just 28, he had his whole life ahead of him and many more musical achievements to pursue, but it was not meant to be, as on Thursday, January 20th, the young dancehall artist who is known as Kapella Don had his promising life cut short in a hail of bullets, leaving his family, who are left to grieve, and the dancehall fraternity mourning the loss of another promising musical soldier. He was from Montego Bay, St. James. Kapella Don, whose government name is Javon Willie, was gunned down in the Montpelier district of the same parish in the afternoon by an unknown assailant who fled the scene. Now check this out. This area, if you've been paying attention to the murders coming out of Jamaica, quite a few people get dashed away in them places, you know. You know, I would say this is probably on the list of volatile areas. Anyhow, there is more to the story than meets the eye. I am using what Urban Islands write because I respect Urban Islands and I always send people over to Urban Islands. That is just so you can get the layout of the story. I will add in what needs to be added as we go along. Right? Alright. So no motive has yet been established for the murder, but friends and fans are expressing their sorrows and offering their condolences to the people who are close to him on social media. Kapella Don was a rising star in the industry, and he was popular in the western part of the island. Already, he had several songs that had endeared him to music lovers, including big songs like One Life, and the latest one was God's Mercy. The later one, God's Mercy, that one racked up 500,000 views on YouTube so far, solidifying the artist's presence in the business, which he had shared previously, that the business, music and entertainment, especially the music, rescued him from taking a path that would have led him to a life of crime. Well, listen to what me I go say, because the streets are talking and people are saying what them have to say on social media. You know, nowadays social media turn the streets, you know. So people not in the streets I talk no more. Them dep on social media, and social media is the streets. You have to read between the line and follow a couple links, and you will hear what the streets are saying. So we've done that. All right. Now, in an interview he did with the star, Kapella Don opened up about his troubled past and how music had such a positive impact on him, and that it is basically what saved him. He said that, quote unquote, my life came with a lot of obstacles. My parents are deceased. My father died when I was 2, and my mother was a drug addict that died when I was 17. I catch a court case from me at 14. I do 1 year of jail and 3 years of juvenile prison. And a music I want me use to change my life, is what he shared. Now, fans of the singer are heartbroken, and they all recognize the true potential, you know what I'm saying, that is now no more to be. On his Instagram page, one wrote, see you on the other side, my G, and a goodbye this. Another fan commented and said, you did well, bro. You just never know when. God, don't see and know, bro. Rest easy. In 2021 was a particularly bloody year, and this is just a side note as well. A particularly bloody year according to Jamaica crime statistics, with over 1,463 murders committed in that year. This year, 2022, we are well past 100 murders, counting from the 22nd day of the first month of this new year. We fly past 100 gone already, right? We are on pace to do what we did in 2021 or even more. I don't know. Somebody sit down and I said, Doppy have a mech, and there is no calm in the thing. You know, we've been battling this for a while now in Jamaica, but I tell people that this is nothing new, because if you look back for a whole decade, the numbers are there where anybody can go look up Jamaica numbers, murder by the numbers, and Google are going to spit out everything from a Jamaica government site that is going to tell you that every single year for the past decade, we have gone over 1,000 Jamaican dashway, and that is by murders alone. Not to count all the other deaths by other ways, just murders alone, right? So 1,463 murders committed last year in 2021. That's a 10% increase over the previous year, which is 2020. 160 of those occurred in St. James, right where Kapella Don got killed himself. Among the list of murder victims were a few artists, including Kamar, Paparazzi, and D. British. Music selector Foota Hype also lost his brother Rohan in June of last year after he was shot dead in Cassava Peace in St. Andrew. Different location. Anyhow, what the streets are saying now about Kapella Don is this. Seeing them say Kapella Don was mixed up in some things, and now remember, you know, over here I pride my credibility at SouFLoTV. If I don't know it, if I don't have a direct link to it or a credible source where I can say, yes, see the proof here if I'm pressed, then I always call it street talk, right? So street talk is basically that his past life came back to haunt him. I don't know, he was involved with things before, and as it is said, that is what catch up with him eventually. Now, in previous interviews, he did indicate that, you know, his past was his past, but he had a rough past, and he was involved in certain kind of things. His killing has left a lot of people traumatized, but which part are we not traumatized? Because we go through this trauma every day. So till the trauma start to become natural, right? Like, this is how things are supposed to be. He was a young prospect, and he was rising to the heights of success in dancehall music pretty quickly. Some people are going to say it's probably because of jealousy and envy. And it could very well be because of jealousy and envy. It could be because man take away a man girl, or get a one slam off a man girl, And now people are like, which is what I heard happen in another artist case, which I won't say his name. And man see him out the road and pepper him up with gunshot because he was flexing his status, his money, his fame, his fancy car on somebody like a dry-head girlfriend. And she go fling up the pums and our man find out and artist get shot up. Me not have to mention the name, but those who know, know. See? Now, they're saying that he had collaborated with lots of local and international artists as well. And we hope that those who did this to him are actually caught and are pressed to the fullest extent of the law. You know? Now, the thing about this is as well, there is a lot of gang killing activities that are going on in this particular place. And a lot of artists are getting caught up in this. Which brings me to the original statement when I first started this video, when Jim Jones said that being a rapper is the most dangerous job or profession on the face of the earth. And now I'm hearing people in this diaspora saying that being a dancehall artist is that. Alright, here's my thing. What I realize happening is this. I realize that record companies and people who are considered to be gatekeepers, somebody who can give you a boss, somebody who can bring you in and put you in a studio, somebody who can put you around the right producer and push you to the forefront of the game because you have the talents. Those people are actually giving the stage to only people who are involved in foolishness and folly outside of the music already. See, these people now, they come with a group of people that follows them, right? So them look like them rich from the beginning. Them look like them a drive BMWs and Mercedes Benz drop top and Range Rover drop top from before them even bust a song. And it's the image. But they're involved in things outside of the music. So when you have dope boys, dope dealers, when you have gang members and Mr. Shooty who suddenly decides he might go change his life and do music, it doesn't erase his past. And of course, that world outside of the music, that world comes with a whole lot of haters. Man just want to slap you just because them hate you from a long time and they've watched you rise over the years. And now you've decided, listen, I'm done with that street something, yeah? I'm going to fly straight and the music alone, me I say. That's when they come. And they end your life at that particular point. Right? So it's not that being a dancehall artist is the most dangerous profession. Because look upon Agent Sasko. One of the baddest dancehall artists, reggae music dancehall artists in the game. You ever hear Sasko get caught up in anything yet? You know what I'm saying? So it's about the energy that they produce and about the people that they keep around them. And a large part is about where they hail from, which part them come from, and which part them there. Because people see a lot of these artists, you know, and them feel like, say, yo, I have 2 bad song and 2 good shiny video, well-produced video out there, them video they look like enough money take for make them. He has arrived. He probably lives in the hill in a mansion somewhere and drives nice fancy cars, and he doesn't. Him still there on which part the dogs and the crocs them there. Him still there on which part life is cheap there. He hasn't made enough money to move his family out of certain situations yet. He hasn't made enough money to live on the other side that is unaffected by crime and violence, especially violent murders yet. So easily, because of all his association before the music and outside of the music, he becomes a victim. And when he is made a victim, they attach the music to it and his profession and come up with the saying that being a dancehall artist or being a rapper is the most dangerous job ever. Wanna see the mathematics to this? I'm gonna left this one right here, so I will keep my eyes on this and I will see how far this goes, if anything else is revealed, if the killer is caught, and how them catch him. And y'all know how I do already, right? So hit that subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button though, so you're notified when the new updates go up on SouFLoTV. Me no know. Me tired of seeing the young brother them just a dash for them life so, and then man just a dash for them life so, and then they just killing out each other like it's nothing. It come in like a fly them a kill. Like, you know, a fly is bothering you, the fly in the house, and you get the fly swatter, you get a shirt and you slap it down, and you kill the fly and shoo fly and kick it out a door, and that's it. It's a whole life. But we actually are at the point in history where we treat each other's life like it's swatting a fly. So another young, talented, gifted youth gone. Again. And I hate to say it, but I don't think his purpose on earth was done. I don't think he maximized his potential. I don't think he did all the things he came to do. It is what it is. Rest in peace to him, man. And I hope justice is served. I hope we get to the bottom of this. And I hope his family finds some peace. I not swear for nobody. But I'm saying, we got to find a different way. Because none of we not going to left soon. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. It's SouFLoTV. Catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.